Get rid of it. There we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our live show, our monthly live show. We are here today to talk about everything cruising related, cruising questions, upcoming cruises, pretty much anything and everything that's going on in the cruising world. So far, we're waiting to see if anybody's going to join us this morning. I know our live stream times keep moving all around. There are different times every month. Honestly, right now, it depends on when we can get into town and when our dogs have a grooming appointment.
Yeah.
That's usually how we are currently scheduling our lives right now until we get a better source of internet out at the house. But we'll go ahead and get started here. So we've had a kind of interesting week in the cruise news this week. I think my favorite story, though, this week is the Carnival Jubilee is going to be coming to Galveston, Texas. And, of course, that's going to be Carnival's third XL class ship. Going to have the Mardi Gras, the celebration, and then the Jubilee. And then she should be here in 2023. So it is my plan, and I say plan because not 100% until they actually release the itinerary, but I'd like to try to book on the inaugural sailing, at least out of Galveston.
Yes, that would be fun.
You know, to be some of the first people on a brand new ship, exploring it, and then sharing it with everybody out there. What else, baby? We are 53 days away from our next cruise.
Getting excited about that.
Yeah, definitely getting excited about that. It's just taken a long time to get here, it seems like it, but that always feels like that. It always feels like that. But we do have some notes here. I do want to share with everybody some stuff I read this morning from Carnival. So I want to make sure I get this out today as well. So on Carnival cruises, if you're doing a back-to-back cruise or a side-to-side cruise, and if you don't know what side-to-side cruise is, you get off of one Carnival cruise ship and then get on another Carnival cruise ship versus a back-to-back, which of course is two cruises on the same cruise ship. Carnival is going to be offering complimentary COVID-19 tests for all back-to-back and side-to-side cruises on Carnival cruise ships. So if you're doing, like I said, back-to-back, you need a test. Side-to-side, you need a test. Carnival is going to offer a complimentary test on board the cruise ship for you guys. So that's some good news.
Yes.
That is some good news. And let's see, what else was there? Oh, okay. So Carnival is looking at the possibility, and right now it's just a possibility of offering tests on board cruise ships for those that need them in order to fly home, particularly, say, our Canadian friends that come down and cruise. You know, they have to have a test in order to fly home. Carnival is looking at offering those on the cruise ship. Now, they say there will be a charge for those if they do that. And like I said, right now they're just looking at it. They haven't said they're going to, confirmed anything, but it is a possibility that will be coming up. I know some of the other cruise lines are doing it. Celebrity, I know, is doing it, but I think even Celebrity now is saying that they're going to charge for that test before you get off the cruise ship.
Good morning, Jacqueline. I hope I said your name right.
Good morning. Welcome to our show. How are you doing this morning? Yeah, and once we're done with the live video, I'm going to put some of these links down in here, but Carnival is also has a specific link, a specific store you can go to purchase the home test. One that 100% for sure they accept. So I'll make sure I put that link in the description of this video when it's all said and done. That way, anybody does need a home test for any upcoming Carnival cruise. Of course, you can always get them on Royal Caribbean's website and things like that as well.
Good morning, Connie.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning? Welcome to the show. We're just here kind of talking a little bit about cruising, everything that's going on, talked about the Carnival Jubilee, some updates from Carnival. The big one where Norwegian Cruise Lines is no longer going to do complimentary testing at the cruise terminal. They want everybody to get the test done at home 2 days prior. And then if you come to the cruise port and you don't have a test or didn't get your results in time, you can pay for one at the cruise terminal. So they're kind of going along pretty much what all the other cruise lines are doing. They're doing away with the cruise testing at the terminal, with the exception of Disney. Disney is still doing that. We actually don't have to take a test prior to going to the cruise terminal. Disney is still doing cruise testing at the port. So when we get there, we'll actually do our test there.
Well, that's good, because then we're not stressing.
Yeah, but you're not stressing. But the one thing about taking the test at the cruise terminal is the what if. What if you get down there and you test positive? Not because you're sick or anything like that, but you just test positive and now you're denied boarding.
Yeah, that's true.
A free test at the terminal is easy. It's convenient. Boom, cruise line, take care of it. But I still think I would rather have one before, just so I know when I get to the terminal I'm not going to test positive.
Connie said she got the notification for 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
For
Probably the video.
the video, that would be right, because it's 9 o'clock here and 10 o'clock there. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, because my daughter's out in North Carolina and it's 10 o'clock there, so that makes sense. I guess it posts for local time or whatever the case may be. We're still trying to figure out some of this live stream. We haven't done a whole bunch of these.
Connie thought she was late. No, you were right on time.
Nope, perfectly on time. I guess it must automatically configure for time change.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it. Yeah. So what else, baby?
Getting the cruise ducks ready for our cruise.
You getting your cruise ducks already?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in charge of cruise ducks. Now, when she says get them ready, so far she just has them on the shelf and nothing else.
Oh, it's 8 where Jacqueline is.
Oh, okay.
So she must be
The other way.
Yeah. Western.
The Western. Let's see what else went on this week. The Carnival Sunrise. There were some cancellations on the Carnival Sunrise. Ship's going to go in for dry dock, annual maintenance. I know someone had asked me in the comments why they didn't do it during the pandemic. And some ships did go into dry dock during the pandemic, but a lot of the dry docks shut down too.
Yeah.
They shut down for COVID, didn't have workers. So they couldn't quite get as many ships through as they were hoping and as they wanted to. And I'm sure the cruise lines were trying not to spend some extra money, with so much uncertainty and not knowing really what was going on with that. What else went on this week?
Signing all the cards.
Oh, yes. We are still working on the Christmas cards. We got a week and a half left to the deadline, but we've got a little over 1,800 of them done, signed, and ready to ship.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so right now as of today, we got about 250 more, or a little under 250 more to still sign and do. And when we do our 1-year annual show on the 26th of this month for our 1-year channel anniversary, we'll have a total number of cards that we have done, ready to go. And then the next day, we're going to take them to the post office and ship them off, because the due date for the Christmas cards for Carnival is going to be the 14th of December. Is the cutoff date for that. So I want to make sure we get them all down there, done, and inputted by that time.
Jacqueline's in El Paso.
Oh, okay. El Paso. Been through there a couple times, driving towards the West Coast.
Yeah.
Like I said, just quickly right there on I-10. I've never been any real further off of I-10 going through that area, because we're down closer to San Antonio. So, when you're driving out to the West Coast, by the time you get through the 8 to 10 hours just to get to El Paso, you just want to drive and be done.
Wife gave ducks to crew and steward. They love them, but can't get hidden ones. We found quite a few hidden ones the last time.
The
on
crew.
Our last cruise. Oh, the crew.
Yeah, the crew usually won't mess with your hidden ones.
No.
Yeah, we try to give something at least to our room steward in particular, our dining room staff. Of course, beyond gratuities, we try to do something for them. But even on our last cruise, we were like, okay, what would you like? What do you want? What can we get for you? What can we do for you? And our room steward was so shy and so quiet. I mean, really, really great, but he wouldn't tell us anything. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So we just left him a tip on the bed. We wrote the words "thank you" in dollar bills on the bed for him, and then left. So we knew he at least got something.
Yeah.
But we, tried to get him something, but just a little bit of something for those guys. It really makes their day. The little extra special touch, something you can do for a crew member.
Well, and you said you found that list that crew members would like, and socks and cards.
Yeah, that was a list that was created there. If you guys follow other cruising channels, it was a list done by Chris Wong. He works for Royal Caribbean in the casino, and he gave a list of items that crew members would like. It was SIM cards for their phones, socks, because it makes it easier on their laundry.
Snack or NBA stuff.
NBA stuff, particularly for those from the Philippines. I guess the NBA is really big in the Philippines, and so NBA jerseys and NBA items from your local home teams apparently is a very, very popular item for crew. I mean, I had no idea.
Debbie says good morning, and the weather looks lovely. She's going to be flying into Houston the Monday after Thanksgiving to visit family in Houston and Utopia. And thank you for the channel. Love the info. So today is a very pretty day. It's supposed to get up to 82, but we have a cold front coming in tonight. And it's supposed to, I think we're going to have our coldest morning on Friday morning is what they're saying. So it's nice today, but it's going to get chilly after tonight and windy.
Well, Texas chilly anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all know how it is. It's 80 one day, it's 60 the next day. We're in shorts and t-shirts today and, parkas and hats tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. It was cold last week. It's warm this week. It's supposed to be cold again next week. Who knows? I mean, we could very well be doing this video next month in full jackets or still wearing shorts and t-shirts. You never can tell here. You never, ever can tell here.
Nope. She's coming in from New Jersey.
Ooh.
So it's cold there.
Maybe. I mean, I've seen where some places are starting to get snow.
Yeah.
And I think I saw in the news that there was like a cold snow front moving up towards the eastern part of the United States.
Yeah, I think Montana's getting a blizzard.
That's on the western side.
Oh.
The eastern one is the one that concerned me because here in about 4 weeks, I am headed to North Carolina for the weekend. I'm going up there for my daughter's college graduation. And I'm actually concerned whether or not it's going to be snowing up there or not. Y'all, I've lived in Texas the majority of my life. I learned to drive here. And I haven't really driven too many other places in the wintertime. And so, yeah, I'm in my 40s and I have no idea how to drive in the snow. So I'm supposed to go to North Carolina in December, pick up my rental car. I'm hoping it's not snowing because I may just be sitting at the airport because I'm not real sure what to do.
Well, last year when it snowed, it looked pretty funny, us trying to get out of the driveway.
Yeah, it snowed here. We saw in February. We saw snow in 1984. And then we saw snow last February, and we finally had to get out of go just a mile or two down the road to a store because the snow caught us off guard, and it still took us 2 days to get brave enough to even try to get out of our driveway. Nothing new. So that was funny.
Yeah.
There's actually a video here on the channel called Snow Day in Texas, or It Snowed Here in Texas from back in February. And like I said, I know for folks up north, that wasn't a lot of snow, but for us here in Texas, that was like snowpocalypse is, how they call everything now. Every time something happens, it's some kind of apocalypse. you know.
Where's our next sailing?
So our next one, 53 days. It's going to be from Galveston on board the Disney Wonder. It's just to Cozumel. It's just 2 sea days and Cozumel. It's just a little 4-night cruise. But we're specifically going on that one for the Disney Wonder itself. Been to Cozumel several times. We do have a really good excursion scheduled for Cozumel, I think. We haven't been on this one. But we're specifically going for the Disney Wonder because it is one of Tiffany's bucket list items to sail on every single Disney Cruise Line cruise ship. So that's why we're doing the Disney Wonder, and we picked up a super good deal on it. And not only was it a super good deal, about 2 months ago, the price went down again 23%. And when the price dropped, I called Disney. They changed everything, gave me the price difference back. We ended up only paying like $500 a person for a Disney cruise. And that's pretty outrageous for them. I mean, they're
Just
usually
the price drop was outrageous.
Yeah, just the price drop from Disney was outrageous that they dropped it so much and we picked it up so cheap. And so she gets to go on a Disney cruise, another Disney cruise ship. We've been on the Fantasy, we've been on the Dream. Now we're going to go on the Wonder to check that out. And then in Cozumel, we're going to be doing there's ruins, a chocolate factory, and some beach. It's like a 5.5-hour excursion that we're doing in Cozumel.
Cruising Scene says, hello, fellow Texans.
Yeah, we do have a lot of Texans that definitely follow the channel, which is great. The more Texans, the better. You can just never have enough Texans, in my opinion.
Or anybody for that matter.
Or anybody for that matter. That's true. We'll take everybody all across the planet. I don't care what country it is. But I got to ask my fellow Texans out there that are here and there. Are you guys excited that we're going to get the Carnival Jubilee? That we're going to get our very own XL class ship here in Galveston in 2023? I mean, we're getting some big ships. We're getting the Allure of the Seas next year. And then we're going to get the Jubilee in 2023. We are going to get the Norwegian Prima at the end of 2023. She won't be brand new when she gets here, but she's still going to be a year old, a little less than a year old by the time she gets down over here. And we get some time with the Prima as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're getting some really good cruise ships here. And like I said, the rumor's still out there that once Royal Caribbean builds that cruise terminal here in Galveston, there's a chance we could also get a celebrity cruise ship. Maybe not permanently, may just come through every once in a while, but
Cruising Scene said he didn't know that Allure was coming to Galveston. That's awesome.
yeah, they're building the Royal Caribbean. I think it's Terminal 3. It's currently under construction in Galveston. They had to build a brand new cruise terminal, obviously, to handle the Allure. The Oasis class are just too big. She's actually supposed to go into dry dock first, get refurbished, cleaned up, all her maintenance done, get a little facelift, and then she's coming to Galveston. They said November-ish of 2022, but it's really all tied to when that cruise terminal is 100% finished and ready to go. As long as there's no delays there, we should have the Allure in 2022, November-ish of 2022. And you can already book it on Royal. It's already showing up there as bookable cruises.
We haven't booked that one yet.
No, we haven't booked that one yet. I mean, while Galveston continues to get better ships, bigger ships, different ships, not necessarily better, but bigger and different ships and some different cruise lines coming in here, I think what they really need, and it's just my opinion, I think we need to get some different itineraries. Cozumel is great, but how many times can you really go to Progreso, Cozumel, and Costa Maya? It's just kind of a continuous loop with all of the cruise lines. But I did see a Carnival's Journey cruise that leaves out of Galveston. It's 14 days, but it goes through the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. Kitts in January of 2023. I found that one. I think a bee got on me. And that one looked really, really good. We looked at that one.
Yeah, we looked at that one, just getting away for 14 days right now.
Yeah, we weren't sure about the 14 days. And And of course, right behind that, we also have the Alaska cruise,
Mm-hmm.
because we've already booked Alaska for 2023 on board the Discovery Princess. We're going to do Princess Cruise Lines for Alaska in May of 2023. So we have that booked. I think we have 5 cruises booked right now. The Disney Wonder, the Carnival Vista for Carnival's 50th birthday celebration. We have the Grandeur of the Seas. We have the Carnival Breeze booked again in October for our son's graduation birthday present. And then we have the Discovery Princess booked.
Yeah.
So far.
So Steve says, hello. Y'all look like you're enjoying the weather. We are.
We are.
Does the cost of the steakhouse on Carnival include the gratuity? And he's excited about getting the Jubilee, and they're leaving in 10 days on the Breeze.
Okay, so gratuities are not included in the price of the steakhouse. For any of the specialty restaurants, I don't believe they're included. I think gratuities are extra.
I don't remember looking. They don't give you a bill at the end of
Yeah, I think they're automatically added. I'll actually have to look that up to confirm that, though. But I think they're either automatically added or you add them at the end. But when we ate in the last specialty restaurant, like I said, they didn't give us a bill. We pre-purchased everything, and I think they're automatically added.
So Connie says she's not Texan. That's okay.
It's okay.
But happy for you. As for the Prima, a year-old is just about right. I went on the Celebrity Edge, the first of that class, when it was almost brand new, and it still needed a lot of work.
Yeah, when they first come out, they can be a little needing some love, and still they're still trying to figure it out. But hey, you did get to sail with Captain Kate, though. That is one of my bucket list items. I want to take a cruise with Captain Kate. Everybody I know that's met Captain Kate says she is just an awesome, awesome human being.
Yeah.
Down there with the people, meeting passengers, very approachable, very friendly. She is going to the Celebrity Beyond, though. She's left the Edge. She's getting her brand new cruise ship, the Celebrity Beyond. But so that, I guess, would be my question. Did you have a chance to meet Captain Kate? Because I have never heard a bad story about Captain Kate.
I like watching her videos too. She puts out tips and tricks. And
right, and I even watch stuff from Captain Kate because she just seems like an awesome human being.
Her cruise was before Captain Kate took over the Edge, so meeting her is on my bucket list.
Right? I mean, she just seems like a very approachable, awesome human being. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never heard a bad thing about Captain Kate. So I'd like to meet her. You know, she just seems like she would be fun.
Yeah.
You know, so, but yeah, so that one's on my bucket list. But of course, the Celebrity's on my bucket list because I've heard that the Edge, the Apex, and I would assume the Beyond when it comes out because, you know, it's third in the class. I've heard they're really beautiful ships. And the Celebrity has a specialty restaurant that the tabletop is almost like a screen, and it changes and the images change and it does different. It's like an interactive tabletop.
Okay.
In one of their specialty restaurants on Celebrity.
So kind of like Animator's Palette.
But it's your actual table.
It's your actual table instead of the walls.
Right. I think that's in Chef La Petite. I think.
Off, Eric says he's just off Magic, tips not added in.
Okay. So there's the confirmation we needed, and that's what I thought. I didn't think they added the tip in for the gratuity for the specialty restaurant. So we don't eat in the specialty restaurants a whole lot. If we do it, it's for the purposes of filming and sharing it and stuff like that. We're honestly happy eating in the main dining room. I like the wait staff. I like the atmosphere. Yeah, we're silly. I know not everybody likes it, but I like it when the crew members dance and sing.
I record it all the time.
She records it all the time. So
that and our last waitress really got you.
Yeah. All right. So I'll tell you guys this story. So I thought I would be funny, you know, a little bit of a smart butt. Sorry, I don't cuss on our channel. With our last server when we were on the Breeze. We went there for the last night in the main dining room, and you know, she got over to me, and of course, you know, you order your your appetizer, your entree, and your dessert. So she got to me and she's like, okay, what would you like? I said, well, for my appetizer, I'd like baked Alaska. For my entree, I'd like baked Alaska. And for my dessert, I'd like baked Alaska.
Mind you, he likes the baked Alaska.
Yeah, I do like the baked Alaska on Carnival. So she's like, what? She goes, you need to eat some food. She goes, I'll bring you all of that, but you need to eat some food. So I said, all right. So I ordered, well, dessert came around. She brought me my baked Alaska. And
Two pieces.
And since I was messing with her, she brought me 2 pieces of baked Alaska. But she wasn't done messing with me. She wasn't done. She ended up bringing me an entire baked Alaska that was still on fire. She said, you want baked Alaska? She goes, I'll bring you a baked Alaska. Brought me an entire one while I was on fire to be funny.
That was good.
It was really, really good. She earned her gratuity. She was great. That was fun. So, yeah, if you mess with the waitstaff, they might mess back with you. They might get you back a little bit for that.
Connie's laughing.
But you got to have fun with them. I mean, I'm sure they want to play.
Yeah.
They want to have a little bit of fun, help them have a good day and a good laugh. And
they're there to make your day just as much as you're there to make their day.
Yeah, I think it's a two-way road. I try to make their day easy as possible for them. We're not real demanding cruisers anyway. No. We're of the philosophy that the only bad cruise is the cruise we're not on.
I still laugh at our room stewards because they always ask, do you prefer morning or evening cleaning? And it's like, whatever's convenient for you. And they just look at us like they've never heard that before.
Well, this is because, I don't know. When you read comments from, not so much on our channel, but like through other channels and other Facebook groups and stuff, keep in mind, 99.9% of them are people that say, I love cruising. But there's enough people on there that post some negative stuff, that just talk some crazy stuff, that it's insane. It's insane. It's like, you just don't sound like the kind of person that enjoys cruising. I'm not sure why you're here.
Yeah.
That complain about the craziest thing.
Connie likes the main dining room. She never felt the need to go to a specialty restaurant, and there are a lot of restaurants near where I live. Food in the MDR has always been good, so no matter what shift.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something good in there. There's always something good to eat. But I will say this. We did go to the Italian specialty restaurant on our last cruise, and it was good.
I tried new stuff that I'd never had before.
Yeah, but the service was great. It was spectacular. The restaurant was spectacular. The food was good. So everybody who says that, yeah, going to a specialty restaurant, it is a step up. The quality of the food is a step up. All that's very true. It is true. I said our hardest thing has just been, when you go on a 4 or 5 night cruise, you just some of these ships you can't eat in every place. You just can't make it.
And we try.
And we've tried.
We definitely tried.
You just can't get everywhere that you want to get. Now, maybe we do need a 14-day cruise
just to eat it all.
Yeah, just so we have time to eat at every place on board the ship.
Yeah.
I mean that may need to be the case.
Eat it all and then try the gyms out.
Yeah, that's why there's fitness centers on the ship. That's what happens when you get 2 pieces of cake at the buffet for lunch every day of the cruise. That's why there's fitness centers on board. And believe me, we needed them after the last cruise because we ate 2 pieces of cake almost every day for lunch. I mean, y'all have been there. You go up there and there's like 12 different kinds of cake and you're like, okay, now I got to pick just one. And of course, the crew member, who's serving the cake is like, no, you don't have to pick just one. I'll give you all the cake you want. They're enablers. They're cake enablers. That's what they are.
Yes. Well, I think cruising is a food enabler because I love to eat the food when it's on the cruise.
That's true. That is true. Who doesn't like to go on a cruise and eat and see new things and relax? And cruise life is just the best there is, in my opinion. I mean, that's just me, but I don't even take any other type of vacation really anymore.
No, because once we actually did the math, you spend more going to a destination than you do going on a cruise.
Yeah,
You wake up in a different place every morning, try new things, try new food.
Yeah, I do agree that the dollar for dollar cruising is the best bang for your buck. I completely agree with that.
And you can lay away it.
Yeah, and you can lay away your cruise. That's true. That is absolutely true. I'll tell you guys a good funny comment I read yesterday. And I usually read a lot of these off of Carnival's website because I follow John Heald on Facebook, and it's just amazing some of the things that people ask him and tell him. Besides the fact that they call him names and all kinds of other stuff, it's ridiculous. But a platinum level cruiser wanted to know why they couldn't have a private gangway onto the ship. They didn't want to have to board the ship with
commoners.
With us commoners, that they were platinum level and they should have their own private gangway onto the ship. That is taking your entitlement just a bit too far. Just a bit too far. I need a private gangway, and I need someone to wheel me to my room. Come on, enough. Enough. I mean, that's probably the biggest complaint I've heard out of some people since we've come out of the pandemic and returned to cruising is their lack of, I guess, not special treatment, because yeah, you've earned your VIP status, you've taken enough cruises to get there and all this kind of stuff. But keep in mind, this is a cruise. It's not an elitist thing. You shouldn't be running around the ship going, but I'm platinum, I'm diamond. Please get out of my way and serve me now. That drives me nuts. That absolutely drives me nuts. We're all there to cruise. We're all there to have fun. We're all there to have a good time.
Try new things.
And try some new things. You know? Cruising is cruising.
That's still my favorite thing, is trying the new things. Come back and everybody at work says, what'd you do new?
So what are you going to try new next time?
I'm not sure yet.
You don't know yet because it's too new?
Yeah.
I got you. We got one, baby.
Oh, I totally agree. If I can get a balcony cabin and the cost is roughly $200 a day divided by the length of the cruise and drive to Cape Liberty, it is money well spent. That's from Debbie.
Exactly. And Debbie, I don't know if you've looked at some of the cruise prices recently. Right now, I think you can get a balcony cabin for less than $200 a day. There has been some spectacular cruise pricing out there right now. I think there's enough people that are kind of not real happy with the health and safety protocols on the ship that they're holding off taking cruises until next year. But the cruise lines are still trying to fill as many rooms as they are able to up until, their capacity limitations. That there's been some price dropping and some reductions in some prices that have made.
You saw one the other day going to, was it California?
California?
Or no, I'm trying to think.
I saw some in December that were priced as low as like $200 for like 5-day cruises per person. I mean, we're talking an entire cruise for that would cost us less than $500. No, to go next month. You can get some good deals right now, and a lot of the cruise lines are talking about some Black Friday deals coming up here in a couple of weeks. So there may be some good cruise pricing coming up. I'm definitely gonna take a look and see what's
available.
Because you never know where we can find a book.
Those complaining people need to be on their own charter boats like the show Below Deck.
Agreed. Completely agree. And don't get me wrong, it's not all of them. They are few and far between. They just make enough noise that they seem like there's more of them. Because your average cruiser, even at that level, your average cruiser isn't running around, making a spectacle of themselves. So
Debbie said she saved a bundle on her February 2022 through the Shipmate alerts, similar to the Disney cruise.
Yeah, we definitely use Shipmate. I put every cruise in there that we have coming up, and then I turn on the price alert so I get those emails as well. Because you're right, that's how I noticed the huge price drop in the Disney cruise. And if anybody out there doesn't use it, it's really, really good. It's just Shipmate. You download the app from whatever app store, the Apple App Store, the Android App Store. Go in there, get yourself a login, and then you can go in there and say, put in your upcoming cruises. January, February, whatever the case may be. You pick your cruise line, specific cruise date, everything. And then you go over and you tell it to let you know of any price change. And then it'll automatically send you an email letting you know where your price is going. Now, it'll send you an email if it goes up, but the ones you're really looking for is if the price of the cruise goes down. So if you have multiple cruises, instead of having to go, to that cruise line's website and check it with any kind of consistency, let the app do the work for you.
Yeah.
If they send you an email, open it up. Oh, okay, the price went down 7, 8, 9%. Then well, let me give the cruise line a real call real quick and see what they can do. Get you some money back, get you some onboard credit, something to help you out later on.
Plus, you can chat with fellow cruisers, get tips and tricks, and learn about different excursions before you go on them. Casino Royale gives free cruises also if you gamble. That's a Royal Caribbean thing. We're going on a freebie in January. That's from Cruising Scene.
Yeah, if you're a gambler, I've been getting, and we're not even big gamblers, so I'm not real sure how we ended up on that particular emailing list, but I've been getting emails from Carnival about taking gambling cruises.
I think because you play in the tournaments every once in a while.
Yeah, but
slot tournaments.
I don't give enough money to the casinos that I would think that they would have any interest in me whatsoever. But I get the email, so I read them.
Yeah.
So we've gotten some cruise offers from Carnival, at least, for their casino cruises. Now, definitely nothing for free, though.
No, we don't spend enough in the casino.
Yeah. We're not huge gamblers. The only thing I really like doing in the casino is I like doing the slot tournaments, but since the restart of cruising, they haven't been doing them. So I haven't even got to do one. All those were pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
So hopefully they bring those back, because I enjoyed the slot tournaments, but I still haven't even won that. I think the best I did is I came in 4th on our last cruise. I think it was like 4th. But that's about it on that. I did see this week, and this is going to be out there for active duty military, retired military, and for veterans. Princess Cruise Line sent me an email that if you're one of those items, you can verify your military status, and they will give you onboard credit for an upcoming cruise, whether you have one booked or not, on Princess Cruise Lines. They did that for Veterans Day. So if you are a veteran, said retired or in the military, definitely take a look over at Princess, especially if you have a cruise booked with them, and score some onboard credit. So they offered it there for Veterans Day, and it was really simple. I had to verify. You just have to you go through a verification site. For those that military folks will know what I'm talking about, I just had to take a quick snapshot of my DD-214, upload it. It verified my military status, and boom, 10 minutes later, I got the notification that, boom, you'll see some onboard credit on your upcoming Princess cruise in about 7 days. So,
and that's our Alaskan cruise
Right, that'll be the one we have for there. But they said you can do it on anyone, and they said you can verify the status and then go in and book a cruise afterwards and still get it. So
take advantage of that if you're a veteran or active military.
right, I mean, onboard credits, onboard credits, onboard credit. You know, and it was like $50 for a short cruise, $100 for a medium, 7-day cruise, and like $200 for a long cruise, like 8 days or longer. So, $100 onboard credit keeps you in the coffee.
Yeah, it keeps me in my coffee.
So it definitely keeps you in the coffee and stuff for the entire cruise. I'm trying to think of what else I saw this week. Get a lot of emails. Trying to keep up with everything.
I'm just signing cards.
Yeah, I know. Wow, I just went blank. It's like all the cruising information just went right out the ear, floated off.
It's the wind blowing.
Yeah, the wind blew all the cruise information right out of my ear. So, is anybody else going on Carnival Celebration Cruise in March? Just curious if anybody else is going to go out there for their 50th birthday party. It's supposed to be bringing back some retro things. So they're going to bring back some retro dishes. They're bringing back the mascot, which is what, Fun Funnel Freddy, or dang it, I forgot his name already. But Carnival's supposed to be bringing back their mascot. They're going to do some bunch of throwback things, and like I said, then they're going to do a ship meetup at sea.
I'm curious to see how that is.
I am curious to see if there are. I mean, are we just going to sail side by side, or are they going to do something different? Because I don't know if y'all saw it, but when the Celebrity Apex came out, it was during the pandemic, so they couldn't really do anything, have any fanfare. So the Beyond and a couple of other celebrity ships met the Apex out in the ocean, and they put the Apex in the middle, and then 4 other cruise ships were like on the corners, and then they were spinning, and it was kind of like ships dancing at sea.
It was neat to watch.
Yeah, it was really cool to watch. When they were celebrating the arrival of the Apex. So I don't know if Carnival's thinking, hey, we got to do something really cool like that, or if they're just gonna sail next to each other and go, look, we met up at sea, yay! And that's the whole thing. Because if that's all they do is just sail next to each other, well, we've already done that.
Yeah.
The Vista followed us home the whole time when we were on the breeze. Yeah, when we were on the breeze, because we were both going back to Galveston. It's like, well, we've already done that. So I'm hoping they've got something unique planned, something different, kind of fun planned. All right, let me check our battery power here real quick.
22 minutes.
Okay. So if everybody in here would do me a favor and hit the like button on this video if you haven't done so already, kind of lets YouTube know, hey, we enjoyed this. The more likes, the merrier. I don't know about y'all. I always feel weird asking for, hey, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I know other creators do it, but it always feels weird. I don't know. I just like talking.
Yes, you do. He talks to the wall.
And to myself. And it's okay as long as I don't answer myself. When I start answering myself, I got to go visit some, special folks with those jackets with no sleeves in them. You give yourself a hug all the time. So, but all right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and get ready to bring this live show to an end. But before we do, does anybody have any final questions? Anything like that for us? We're happy to answer them. If we don't get you in the live chat, watching this on the replay, and you have any questions, definitely put them in the comments below. I try to answer everybody's comment, especially if it's a question.
Connie says, as they say on another YouTuber I follow, spike the likes.
Spike the likes. Okay, I have not seen that one then because I haven't heard that phrase before. I do watch some of the other cruising YouTubers, and I hadn't heard spike the likes.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty good. I like that. We're not stealing it though. That obviously belongs to another YouTuber.
Yes.
So, but we do follow some other YouTubers as well. I guess it doesn't hurt to say their names. Of course, I watch Don from Don's Family Vacations. I watch Tony from La Lita Loca. Tips for Travelers, Emma Cruises. You know, I keep up with the big dogs in the pond, so to speak. We're the little fish, they're the big fish. So keep up, see what they got going on.
Humble Hunchback says, we need some investigation on cruise employees taking the ducks and throwing the tags away.
Really? I hadn't heard that. Which ship did that happen on? Because I know Carnival usually doesn't mess with them. The crew doesn't mess with them. I mean, they sell the ducks in the candy store,
Yeah.
cherry on top.
Yeah.
So I hadn't heard too many issues with crew members taking them yet.
So we'll take a look. We'll take a look and see what we can find out.
I guess it would depend on in the circumstances. Are they when they throw the tags away? Are they throwing the duck away, or are they keeping the duck as like a souvenir? Because personally, if crew members want some ducks to keep as souvenirs, I'm happy just to give them some. You know, but if they're throwing the tag away and then throwing the duck away or doing something with the duck.
Or is that other cruisers throwing the tags away and putting their tags on the duck?
I don't think that.
No?
Just the crew members. So, but yeah, we'll put that question out there. Has anybody seen anything like that? Where crew members, are they taking the tags and throwing our ducks away? Just curious to know if anybody else sees that, what cruise line that's happening on. Is it a specific cruise ship? Any information on that? That way we can keep an eye out, see what's going on with it. I know not every cruise line is probably as into the ducks as Carnival is. Like Carnival is kind of where it started. On Carnival cruise ships, like I said, they do sell the ducks in the cherry on top. You can buy ducks, but not necessarily every cruise line is probably into it. And there's definitely some cruise lines I wouldn't do it on.
Yeah.
You know, you get a little higher in luxury levels. I don't think I would hide ducks. You know, I'm not sure hiding ducks around, let's say, Princess is necessarily the best thing. Definitely wouldn't hide it around like Cunard and probably not Holland America cruise lines like that. So,
Although we are going to hide some on Disney.
well, that's because you have
Disney ducks.
Yeah, Disney specific ducks for that. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live show. We're going to hop off of here before our battery does die and we cut you guys off mid-sentence. I want to thank every single person for joining us today. We really appreciate having everybody here. Love having the conversation, the back and forth, and actually getting to talk to folks in a more live setting. Just a reminder, if you see us on a cruise ship, we are I've heard other content creators say, we're interactive. So come up, say hi, say, hey, I've seen you guys. Usually I recommend you call Tiffany's name. I don't hear as well as everybody else does. And so, yeah, you could call my name 3 times and I may just not hear you. So get Tiffany's attention because she's like, hey, they're talking to you. Oh, okay. Yeah, so definitely come up, say hi to us, leave comments on our videos. We're happy to have everybody, talk to everybody. If you subscribe to our channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. We've already passed our 2,000 subscriber goal for the 1-year channel anniversary. So every single person we get from this point on to then is just a super positive bonus. So, all right, well, y'all have yourselves a really, really great day today. And of course, we will see you
Out on the high seas.
out on the high seas. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you.